Firstly, thanks for taking time out and speaking to us.
Thank you, Jaspreet.
You spent a lot of time with Gift City. So I want to first ask you a question about Gift City itself. How does Gift City strengthen India's position in the global wealth and alternative investment market?
Sure. Thank you so much for the question, Jaspreet. I think Gift City is redefining itself as an international financial hub today. There are a lot of financial hubs which are already there globally, but if you look at Gift City, it's the newest financial hub which has come up, and we have seen a lot of developments in the last couple of years, and there are a lot of benefits which Gift City provides, which is making itself as an attractive jurisdiction for investments, be it for inbound investments or outbound investments. It is becoming an attractive jurisdiction for everyone. Now, a couple of reasons. Since we have evolved recently, the regulations which are there in Gift City are at par with global standards. There are a lot of tax benefits. There are a lot of benefits for not only investors as well as fund management entities who are starting up the business. They get a tax holiday of 10 consecutive years in a block of 15 years, and they also have good incentives for distributor community as well to promote those funds from Gift City. So as an ecosystem, you will see not only domestic as well as international players have shown great interest because of the because of the benefits which it provides across all sections of the investment community.
What role does Gift City play in terms of cross-border diversification for NRIs and HNIs?
Sure. So Gift City today provides both opportunities to both domestic investors as well as NRIs. In fact, for NRIs, it has provided a very conducive environment to invest in India. If you come directly to India, you have to go through multiple hurdles, which Gift City actually negates and give you a very simplified way of investing or taking exposure in the Indian market. Now, if you invest through Gift City as an NRI, if you come through Gift City, there is PAN is not mandatory. So you can actually invest without PAN. And since there is no PAN, you don't have to file any income tax. And also, apart from that, you don't have to open a bank account, which you have to do when you invest, directly through India, right? You have to open an NRI or an NRO or NRE account. And that actually goes away when you invest through Gift City. You can directly invest from your, home bank account to Gift City funds, and then Gift City funds can take exposure in the domestic market. Apart from this, the major advantage for NRIs is when they come through Gift City, the fund in which they invest, if they're investing in underlying mutual funds, then there is no tax at the fund level as well as there is no tax at the investor hands when they, redeem their units from the fund. So this is one of the major benefits. So when you combine all these factors, it actually creates a very compelling opportunity for NRIs to take exposure in the Indian market. Alternatively, on the domestic side, for an HNI or ultra HNI or a family office or an institution, if they want to take exposure in global markets, there are very limited options available today, right? So Gift City provides a very conducive environment by which you can take exposure in global markets by utilizing your LRS or OPI units, OPI limits actually. If you invest through any mutual fund, mutual funds have their limitations because there is a limit across industry. That limit doesn't apply to the Gift City funds. The only limit which apply is the individual limits which the investor has in terms of their LRS limits or the OPI limits which I just spoke, right? So these are the two ways by an investor can take exposure in the global market through Gift City. And Gift City funds essentially give them exposure to multiple strategies, multiple innovative offerings. So you can directly invest in stocks or you can take exposure in global ETFs. So you have a lot of options in Gift City, and you can get exposure to the global market through Gift City through this particular route, which might be very limited in the domestic ecosystem today.
What advice would you give to youngsters, students, or future practitioners who want to be part of this industry? If you would want to recommend them something with your experience.
Sure. I think the certifications which you provide are very helpful. I think when a uh, student has a certification, he already knows the basics or the ecosystem which he is going to be part of, right? So that actually gives him a head start when they go into the corporate world. So these type of certifications or programs are very helpful to know the the rules of the ecosystem. Like when you say if you want to play cricket, you have to know the rules of the game. So if you're going to in a financial industry, you have to know the basics, right? And that I think you can get it better if you do a certification. It might not be a mandatory thing, but it definitely helps you step ahead with your competitors.
More like a competitive edge.
Yes, yes. It's a competitive edge which you can get, obviously.
Right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.